You should be number one.
Okay.
No, the fuck, he should not. Pretty much overwhelmingly societal, societal. There isn't much about biology.
You also don't, but there's something like
Off.
No. Like there's some.
Even if you had Down syndrome, I don't think that would eliminate you from being the most attractive spot
I
at
agree.
all.
Alright, shut the fuck up, Jesus Christ. Alright, so I want to yap about a video today, and the video is ranking men by looks in 5 ways, and the video is made by Jubilee. But the term of masculinity is getting brought up quite a lot in this video, and since I, the manliest man ever, am basically an expert on masculinity, I thought I'd take a look from that perspective. Obviously, I'll be taking a look from my very objective perspective, and maybe I'll cut in some studies here now and then because I'm a dick who likes nitpicking. But yeah, let's watch.
I'm the shortest, so.
Well,
Are we really going?
Damn, my boy got a fucking broken ass leg. I mean, being straight up, my boy on the left, that guy, yeah, definitely him. Jesus Christ, look at that V-taper. He ain't like super built, obviously, but if I'm judging like by my own preference, I'd still put my boy with tattoos on the top spot. Just because tattoos are attractive.
I'm looking at chest. You have the biggest chest as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Wow. And my leg does play a huge role in my confidence in myself, and that's a big reason why I'm so heavily tattooed, is to draw more attention away from my leg.
I would put you number 2 in terms of body.
I feel like I do look like the most average out of everybody here, so I'm okay with that.
Average isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, my boy Prince of Persia here, definitely not topping the masculinity charts over here.
3 times a week, I try to get at least 3 in, and then like an activity of some sort, whether that be like basketball or just something along those lines.
Based on that, I feel like you should.
Because we can
Number
see it.
2.
We can see that you work out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're no longer counting him by body. If he tells you a story and you're like, okay, move forward, you're no longer ranking him based on his body. Fucking shut up. All you need, 2 eyes. Look, and agree that my boy superhero build is number 1. But yeah, honestly, I would say I'd agree with this ranking.
No.
Yeah. I am very plain. I don't think I have a style. This is just gym shorts and a t-shirt.
You should be number 1.
Okay.
No, the fuck, he should not. Jesus Christ, damn. Now, obviously style and fashion is very subjective, right? And I'm not here to hate. But I am, so Jesus Christ, what are you wearing? That reflective ass belt? It looks like something your mom would put on you so you don't get hit by a car at night. And the fucking swag glasses from 2003. But yeah, gonna be honest, and I ain't no authority on style myself, but I would say, like, obviously personal preference, but some, like, key points in fashion always do play a role no matter what you dress. Sure, you might like some colors, but you should wear colors that complement your skin tone, your complexion, blah 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 blah. I ain't no expert on this because all I wear is fucking beige, and I look like I came out of a black and white TV, so don't take my word, take their word. Study here.
I think it works.
No way they put in
Where
first.
does your style come from, George?
At some point, I got really tired of like trying to force myself to be accepted by other guys. It's just such like a frustrating dilemma to like force myself into that I just like started just choosing what I thought was cool. Men in skirts like Prince and Kid Cudi, queer men, trans men, women, a lot of women inspire me. Like I feel like you are inspired by lesbian women.
I'm inspired by my girlfriend. That's what I'm inspired by.
I would switch you two because you both have acceptable guy, he looks good fashion, but I like the color.
Yeah, he definitely puts more
The earth tones.
I was gonna say, no,
Yes,
that's very
yes.
put together.
No, once again, sure. I mean, things that look good on their own might not look good together. You know that, right? If I put sushi on a fucking donut, I don't think that's a good combo, but on their own, they're pretty goddamn delicious. And that's what I feel like his outfit is. Actually, no. I'm gonna be hating. Jesus Christ, you look like you hit shuffle on Movie Store Planet a couple times.
I'm so happy that the body type round was done first. It allowed me to feel a little uncomfortable at first, and then it made me realize once I did put the clothes on how much clothing makes me feel more beautiful and attractive.
Yeah, that's a good, yeah. Feel beautiful in what you wear. That's the most important thing. Who gives a shit about how you look? As long as you feel great, who cares?
You guys have the confidence to rock the stuff that I don't. The judgment always weighs on me when I go out in public like
When I was in
that.
4th grade, I bought a beret at Macy's that I thought looked so cool. I wore it to school and I got made fun of the whole day.
Hopefully, like, you can find style and engage with style that you like and be confident with that.
Okay, but let's think about that. You should wear stuff that you think looks cool. Sure. But you have to agree that sometimes things that you find that they look cool don't look good on you. Ahem. There is a balance here. How they're fitted, what colors, your color palette, how they're complementing each other. That's a difference. Someone with a darker complexion might look amazing in gold, but I know that for my white ass pale skin and green ass veins, if I wear gold, I look stupid. That's why I wear silver. And loud colors don't look good on me. Sure, I might like a fucking nice red or pink, but I won't wear that simply because it doesn't suit me. Also, another thing, proportions, stuff like that. Honestly, your colors, do whatever the fuck you want, but proportions really can't top them. Like, for men, traditionally attractive stuff will, like, emphasize, like, you have a wide chest, long legs, and shit like that. And those things are typically seen as attractive because they show off, you are a strong man back in those fucking old school days, as far as I know. So, more than that, it's obviously like your own spin on how you dress, but some things tend to look better. If not for the ripped jeans, I am not joking, Mr. Hello Kitty would be on top. Because fuck me, I love a silly shirt. But yeah, I would say, woo, Mr. Flannel and Mr. Leather, Mr. Jean Jacket should be pretty good. And now looking at Mr. Pirate, he actually looks good. The things are well fitted, he has a nice broad chest. In my opinion, he looks great. But honestly, who gives a shit? Wear what you want, as long as you feel good. I argue with my boy Vachon. Vachon.
I met a friend in high school, and so he always dressed comfortably in case he ever had to defend himself. And I like that idea.
Goddamn, he just topped the masculinity rankings. Wearing clothes because you wanna fight? At this point, just wear a Batman belt. Just have a fucking bat rank. Someone comes at you. Dead. So here comes the stuff that I have to choose my words so I don't get cancelled by my 3 viewers. So let's see what they say.
If you thought, like, this is a very masculine person, who's, like, your prime example of?
The first person that comes to mind is my stepdad. He really stepped up and took my mom in when she was sick and took in 2 stepsons, my brother and myself. He has cried in front of me. He has cried in front of my mom. I know we separate femininity and masculinity, but like I think if you're peak femininity or peak masculinity, you're in tune with both sides of your emotion.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Definitely, it's a spectrum. Nobody is a fucking caveman man with no feminine traits. I agree with that. My boy out here spitting facts. And this is all coming from a 6'5", 200-pound man who fights tigers with his bare hands and eats rusty nails and stones for breakfast.
Honestly, growing up, masculinity was taught to me as pretty much just an absence of emotion. I knew that that was wrong, so I've just been like, masculinity, femininity, it's not even real. We're just taking traits that all humans can have and applying a word to it.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Damn, my boy Vashon out here speaking everything I agree with. Like, I dislike the whole connotation of, emotion being a defining feature for masculinity or femininity. And I think it's way more based on, like, traits and how you are perceived. For example, typically women are a lot more outspoken about their emotions, right? Societally speaking. Oh my god, no way he said it. I did. But as men, it's entirely correct to speak about your emotions. But speak about your emotions in a way that's not emotional. So, does speaking about your emotions as a man make you more feminine? No. But it's about how you speak them, right? Typical masculine traits are stoicism, which definitely doesn't mean you don't feel emotion, but you try to put, your mind over matter. So you won't break down and cry, but you will say, I am no longer in control. I feel bad about this, I feel bad about that. That's a masculine way to handle emotions, right? And I think there's nothing wrong with that, but there's also nothing wrong with, sometimes breaking down, even though that's not a masculine feature.
So I don't know where I stand. I'd like to just throw myself at the end.
I'll go with you. 'Cause I don't like the modern version of masculinity, so I wouldn't associate myself with it.
I'm just speaking from my own opinion, but they are not masculine, right? They can be androgynous. I would consider myself pretty androgynous. I don't think I'm a man's man, in all honesty, but don't. But some things, even how you gesticulate, is that the word? Even how you gesture with your hands can be masculine or feminine. If I stand like this, that's kind of feminine. I am low-key comfortable as hell, but I don't know. Showing off my curves. Traditionally, a feminine way to present yourself. And if a manly's man over here, give me a club so I can beat you over the head of it. That's a masculine way to present yourself.
Obviously, you are very influenced by your stepdad.
For sure.
And if that is your definition of masculinity, and that's the healthiest definition I've ever heard, you deserve to be here.
Shit. Now, do I know the definition of masculinity? Well, it's genuinely typical traits exhibited by, boys or men. And it's very much overwhelmingly societal, societal. There isn't much about biology, and it's very much, societal. Not much about biology goes into, how you act as a male. So historically and societally speaking, men are supposed to be, stoic, even courageous, honorable. That's the good ones, and the balance being aggressive. If a man is showing emotion, it's usually aggression. They're supposed to be ruthless, that's like the typical negative traits. Closed off even. But, two sides of every coin. While women are supposed to be, caring, nurturing. But also emotional. Now, I would consider myself an emotional bitch, right? So yeah, I'm in touch with my feminine side. See, that's a feminine way to stand.
No one will ever be like a perfect man, but that mindset will make you a perfect man.
Prince of Persia over here speaking
cool.
facts.
If I had to make a switch, I'd switch you and you. Just vibe, honestly.
But where do you feel like you belong? Because you don't have to switch if you don't want to.
I don't know. I actually don't know. I think masculinity, like we've said, is one of these topics where it is changing every single day. Like something new comes out and then it's like, oh, well, it's masculine to do this. It's not masculine to do this. And it's like, it really depends on where we've been throughout our lives, what we've experienced and what we've gone through. But I think this is a question that transcends, 6 spots. I think this is something that we're going to deal with.
Exactly, it is.
Still.
Based on
Even the studies I'm showing and, trying to base my reason on come from Western society. And personally, I have not as much of a grasp on how masculinity looks like, here or there. I myself come from Poland, where I think the gender roles and, stuff like that is quite typical. And how men are, pushed to be more masculine. And I see, genuinely nothing wrong with that. If you feel comfortable doing that, okay, that's good. If you don't, be more feminine. But yeah, he's right. Shit is changing all the time. And, what I spoke about is just historically accurate.
Based on that answer, and you're admitting that you are working through your emotions, I don't feel like I'm at that level yet, so I would put you here based on that one.
I'd say it all kind of boils down to like hormones, if that makes sense, and like testosterone versus estrogen.
Naturally, our testosterone levels are going to drop as we get older. Does that make us less of a man in your eyes then? Because
Damn good
I
point.
don't think less of a man. I don't think less
My boy
masculine
Samurai
either.
Ronin here,
Okay, so
fucking
then
spitting.
should
Damn.
that be a valid argument in terms of masculinity?
I guess when I see a man,
Great one.
like I was able to see like kind of straight away like where you guys stood, if that makes sense. Like I saw you guys as more feminine.
Well, I gotta say, I agree. The way you stand, the way you present yourself, what colors you wear, all pay into what you typically perceive as feminine and masculine. So I see his point. But my boy fucking Roland over here destroyed him.
It's more about like dominance, if that makes sense.
Do you think I'm less dominant than you?
It's like facial wise. I don't know. I can't explain it.
Facially, I'm less dominant than you.
My boy Michael gonna get cancelled.
I guess my definition of masculinity is more traditional in a sense. I feel like everyone's was maybe like a more newish, like, not that there's anything wrong with that. And I don't think that's necessarily real, if that makes sense, like realistic. I think it's like ingrained in us.
I mean, no. I mean, no, not really. What you perceive as masculine or feminine is usually a product of, your societal and historical background, what you have been through. And for most of the world, it aligns. Arabic and, East European cultures have a pretty similar thing, like, man strong, woman stay home, feed children, man provider, stoic. So not all of these traits actually are biological, so not innately male or female. So yeah, it is actually mostly societal. And that's why it's good that it's changing. You know, society evolves. Perception of each gender evolves. Who cares? Fucking move on. Facial attractiveness. Let me get a good look at them boys.
I think I'm kind of pretty.
You have a very nice smile. That's what I noticed. You have a very, very nice smile.
Alright, so it's sort of a personal preference, and I don't know if I'm heavily biased simply because of how they acted, which, you know, I assume it's even more going on for them. But I like the guy. I like my boy, Ronan over here. I would say he would be the most visually attractive, even for me. But speaking traditionally, I don't know, jean jacket. I mean, looking at some, and once again, typically masculine faces, like, you know, Chad jawline, Hunter eyes, fucking looks maxing. He kind of fits that. He's probably the most typically facially attractive, you know, by male standards. But I would say my boy Prince of Persia got a huge nose, but it's very symmetrical, very defined. Yeah, good hair. Yeah, he cute. Whoa, that's gay.
I have a lot of moles, and I don't have a lot of moles on the rest of my body. It's just I just look like a chocolate chip cookie. And then I got
Chip cookies are hot.
and then I got my scar for when I busted my lip playing tag on crutches like a couple of months after my amputation. I think I'm lower on the end for sure.
How do you guys feel? Where do you think you belong?
I think I'm higher.
Okay.
You also don't, but there's something like
Off.
No. Like there's something.
No, like I say that because I've had an underbite my entire life, and I got made fun of a lot in middle school and in high school, and even now, like on the internet, that people think I have features of someone who has Down syndrome because of the almond-shaped eyes, the underbite, kind of just like this weird looking. So I'm completely fine staying where I am. Totally fine with that. I'm just saying, I get what you mean. There's just something off.
Whew. Whew. Damn, my boy just... You know what? I respect that. In my opinion, he looks good. And if you want to learn more about like what makes facial features attractive, here's Quoves. They make a lot of great studies about this, so I'll just redirect you there. But in my opinion, he looks good. He's well-groomed, the beard looks good on him. But yeah, just facial features aren't like, you know, the most amazing ones, but they are perfectly placed. Harmony is there. He looks good.
Wait, let's talk about these almond-shaped eyes because that's always been a beauty symbol
Yeah,
for me.
That's what I grew up hearing.
That's a beauty symbol.
Where are you from? Who's doing this?
Yeah.
Who did this?
The internet.
We'll beat them up.
Give me their names!
And also, just to call out, even if you had Down syndrome, I don't think that would eliminate you from being the most attractive spot
I
at
agree.
all.
All right, shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Like, you say this shit, right? But then there's like no proof for it, and you damn well know you don't agree. Like, if I give you fucking Chico, whatever the fuck his name is, or Jordan Barrett, who in my opinion looks ugly, and compared to someone with Down syndrome, I am not calling the Down syndrome person ugly. But I'm just saying, Jesus. Really? Are you just gonna straight up lie to people now? It does make you look less attractive. And you beating around the bush that it's like, oh no, you're so gorgeous, does nothing. We both know that you want to be nice, right? You don't want to call people with Down syndrome ugly, which is fair. But don't be sitting here like, it doesn't make you look uglier than someone with a fucking Hunter eyes, Chad jawline, fucking looking like a supermodel. Yeah, it does. And that's okay. He won the genetical lottery. You kinda lost, lol.
I think I'd put you third because I think your jawline is way stronger than mine. I put you right here, personally.
I'm with that.
Objections?
No.
I think you have really nice facial features, so for sure.
You're almost like one of those elves in like Lord of the Rings or something like that.
Please.
A very sharp nose as
We're
well.
not getting nerdy here.
Also, I like your confidence. Like you have this cool confidence. I think that's part of attractiveness too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But you're talking about facial attractiveness, you dick.
Yeah, so I would personally place you higher up. I don't know where.
Number one, dude.
Okay.
Do you want to be higher?
Cool, I feel like especially like keeping you up in number one, it's kind of like you have the humbleness to yourself.
That really like resonates well with me because like I said, I don't like attention, and it's because I had attention ever since I had one leg when it was amputated at like 5 years old, you know, and that's why I've never really craved it. It's just I had unwanted attention, and so just to hear like that means a lot. Like it really does. You guys are awesome. Yeah. I thought I was definitely gonna rank lower, but I don't feel like they ranked me out of my disability, or out of pity today. So that's why it feels pretty good.
Yeah, but I agree. He's definitely the most attractive there. I like his entire, attitude, the way he gesticulates. He presents himself in a very clean, nice, confident way. And my boy out here who trying to look like all fucking Sigma male mysterious. Jesus Christ, you don't pull that shit off. You look disinterested and annoyed. You sit there like, yeah, I'm a fucking Sigma male over here. Yep. But on the other side of the argument, if Mr. Prince of Persia changed his style a bit and his attitude, in my opinion, he's fine. All of them are kind of fine, I won't be lying to you. But personal preference, my boy Peg Leg, definitely the most attractive there. I agree, my boy Smegma Male, yeah, they deserve that.
It was cool that something so divisive like ranking each other and having to put someone front, back last, just like brought us together somehow, which doesn't feel like it would, but I'm happy that I did this with you guys.
Hey, yes, thank you. Thank you.
Male-to-male validation is really, really rare, so it's honestly kind of affirming sometimes when you get validation from other men, because we so like desperately kind of deprive ourselves and each other from it.
Yeah, honestly, he's right. Validation is kind of rare in the world, especially for men, but I don't think it's good to just, depend on external validation. Do what makes you happy, find pride in your accomplishments, and be confident in yourself. Whoa, you watched the end of the video, that's crazy! We're trying to beat this guy over here in a race. 100 days, who has more subs wins, so... And yeah, I'll see you all later.